the Excel strategy today. So let us wait for our friends to join in and then we'll start our webinar. How are you guys doing? I hope you are good and glad to have you all here. So as you can see my screen, yes, we are going to talk about the Excel strategy. We will see what is this strategy. It's a very good strategy, very simple strategy, and very helpful actually. So I would suggest that we should certainly try these strategies so that our trading can get better with the help of this strategy. So I'm waiting for some comments. In the meantime, let's keep it an interactive session, guys. Let's be talking, let's be discussing things in the chat so that we have good interaction in the session and we are able to understand things better. All right. So how are you guys doing? Glad to have you all here in the webinar today. Sure, Mr. Shahbaz, we are just about to start. So welcome you guys again to the webinar today. As I discussed, as I informed you, we will be talking about the strategy, Excel strategy today. But before we talk about it, we will go through a small, a tour of the platform on how these things work, how the platform works, some basic features, because we might have people who have just joined the platform or who are new to the platform and might not know the basics. So we will just talk about it. And in the meantime, I have some comments. Hello, Mr. Sandekola. Ochai, hi, glad to have you here too. Thank you. So we will get back to the comments. We'll do one thing. We'll discuss few things about the strategies. Then we'll get back to the comments. So we will be taking your questions as well as talking about the strategy. Okay. So the thing is, let's take a small tour before we talk about Excel. And as you know, this is what you see is my web version of the OLYMP TRADE platform. On the left side, we see the trade section. Then we have the market section. Where you can see different strategies, indicators, themes, and all of that. And we have events. As you know, we keep on conducting tournaments. We keep on having some events, which you can see over here, and where you can be a part of this tournament and understand how things are working. So any leagues or any tournaments going on, you can just practice them. You can just look at it over here and understand it. Okay. The help section. What is the help section? It's one of the most important section, guys, because here we have the help center wherein we have tutorials on the basics about trading, right from the basics, how you can trade better, how you can understand trading, fixed time trading, forex trading, all of that. Then we have a very important point of contact for you, which is the support section. In the support section, you can actually talk to a support team and you can just chat with them, you can email them. So this section is important to you. After that, here we have the assets. You can certainly check the assets. We have the payment section, we have fixed time forex, we have payments done. In the payment section, you can just make your deposits, withdrawals from there. Next comes the profile section, wherein you see your profile, your stage of at which status you are. You can change the amount from here. You can change the duration. It's an up down. And the most important thing, one of the most important thing that most of the people come to us with a question is when they are not aware about the risk-free deals, as in how risk-free deals work. So this section, this shield kind of sign is the risk-free deals, guys. And trust me, this is one of the most helpful thing in our trading. Why? Because when we have risk-free deals and we are not very sure about the market, these deals help us, secure our money. If we win the trades, we get our profits. And if we don't, our capital amount is safe. So I would suggest that most of you who are on expert status do try this section if you have not tried it till now. Then we have the indicators section where we find our strategies. So let's quickly go to our indicators section and check about today's strategies guide. Today's strategy is again, yes, the Excel. So as you know, now what are strategies? Obviously a combination of different indicators and oscillators, right? So if you check the strategy section, this strategy, one with the blue arrows, are the strategies available for the starter traders. So who are new to the platform, they would see these strategies. Whereas when you go to the expert advanced level, you see these strategies, the one with the green arrows, plus the starter level strategies. And when you go to the expert level, you have access to all these strategies, right from the starter level, advanced level, and then the expert level, right? So that is why these strategies, these things, these oscillators, indicators help you understand trading in a better way. Now, Excel. Excel is something that is available for fixed time as well as a Forex trader. Okay, so we will just go to the Excel strategy and we will check. Now, as we can see, we'll read the description that says Excel is an ideal trading strategy for beginners due to its simplicity. It uses only the momentum indicator. When the yellow signal line of the indicator crosses the blue control line, it's an indication to open the trade. All right. The strategy is well explained in the video. So as you all know, we always have a small tutorials about this strategy, and that you can check the video over here. All right. If we play the video, you can just check. I am not sure whether you can hear the sound of it, but as you can check,
a strategy.
What the video says is,
from OLYMP TRADE.
Please let's check this video and then we will start using this
for trading assets with a high yield. With this strategy, it is possible to open more than 15 trades per hour. We use a Japanese candlesticks chart for trading. Our chart interval is 1 minute. For this strategy, we choose currency pairs with a potential yield of 80% or more. With the help of the momentum indicator, we can identify price spikes and open profitable trades. To earn income, all you have to do is open the trade on time. If the momentum signal line crosses the level of 100 upwards, we open an up trade. And conversely, if the signal crosses the level of 100 downwards, we open a down trade. Let's try our strategy in practice. In our example, we will open the chart for the Euro-US dollar currency pair. We choose a Japanese candlestick chart. We set the chart interval at 1 minute. The trade time is 2 minutes. We open the indicator section and choose the VIP strategies tab. We will use the AXEL strategy. The momentum indicator opens below the chart. The required settings are applied automatically. If the momentum line crosses 100 downwards.
Okay, so we will this video is taking some time as it's a 2 to 3 minutes video. So basically what the video told us, the video informed us that when the yellow line is crossing the blue line, that is an indication to open the trade. Okay, so we enable the Excel over here and we will try to understand. So here, if you zoom out, if you check, we will be checking different assets. Here, if you check, the yellow line is crossing the blue line and it's going in the upward direction. And here, if you see, the candles are also showing an upward trend. Over here, for example, if you see here, the yellow line is crossing the blue line and it's showing a downward trend. Okay, the blue line and the yellow line cross the 100, are going near the 100, and it's a downward trend. So we are going to be focused on the yellow line, whether it is showing an upward trend or a downward trend, to understand this strategy. Okay, so in this case, what we do, guys, we will be checking different assets and seeing how the strategy works and whether we have signals in any of the assets. Also, few things that I would recommend before we make any trade. You see, I always suggest my traders not to follow this kind of market. If you see over here, this is something that we call as a flat market. Now, why is it a flat market? If you see, there is a red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle, and it's a continuous, there is no continuous, trend being followed. There's one candle red, one candle green. So this is something that I normally suggest my traders to not trade on such kind of situations. Now we will check different assets and see if we are getting signals anywhere. Okay. In the meantime, some few things I would like to suggest you is when I am trading, when I am in the session with you, I would suggest not to copy my trades, as there can be a slight difference in my me making trades and the broadcast that you see. So do not copy my trades. Be focused and try to understand the strategy, guys. Okay, so let's see if we are getting any signals over here and we are able to make any trade. So here the yellow line is crossing the blue line. Yeah, it's going above the 100, but it has still not intersected the blue line. If it intersects blue line, we will be making a trade. Okay, so let's check if there are some more assets that are giving us signals, and we will see how this works. Now here the yellow line is giving us a signal and it is trying to cross the blue line above the 100 line. So yes, this can be an upward trend, and we will come back to this asset, but again it has been a flat market, guys, right? So I am just finding I will be making some trades with you today, and we will, because this is a very simple strategy, we are just going to be focused on the yellow line intersecting the blue line. So let's try to make more trades so that we can understand the strategies in a better way and it goes good. So here we have a signal. If you see over here, the blue line, the yellow line has crossed the blue line and it is giving us a signal of opening a trade. But which direction we are supposed to open a trade? In the downwards direction. So since the graph time is 1 minute, what we will try to do is, we can, obviously the entry point matters. The candle is already 15 to 20 seconds down. So I will not be making trade here. But if you see, again the blue line is showing some strength and it is going near to the yellow line, and that is why it's not downward trend, it can be an upward trend. But after this candle, if the candle is still, if it still shows a downward trend, I'll make a trade, guys. So since it's Brent, again here it is showing an upward trend, so maybe we have next candle where we might be able to make an upward trade. Okay, so very clear, yellow line just intersecting the blue line. Blue line shows us whether it's going down or it goes up. We make a trade. So here I can make a trade. I can try making a trade in the upward direction because the yellow line intersected and the blue line is showing us an upward trend. In the meantime, let's get back to our trades for 2 minutes and see if we have any more signals so that we can understand it in a better way. All right. This is a very simple strategies, guys. And if you see my trades, I have made these trades using the AXEL strategies and they have turned out to be on a positive side. That is the reason I suggest that you can certainly try these strategies. Just give it some time, practice it in your demo accounts maybe, and then you can use it in your live account. Okay, over here, the yellow line intersected, right? And the blue line showed strength and it went upward. So we had an upward trend over here, which is still being followed. Okay, so what we can do is after this candle ends, we can certainly try opening an upward trade and see how it goes. So once again, just to brief it, what are we doing? We are waiting for the yellow line to intersect and we are seeing which direction the blue line shows as soon as it intersects. If it shows downwards, we make a downward trend. If it shows upwards, we make an upward trend. Very simple, guys, easy to follow, and trust me, a good strategy to practice. If you are watching the video, if you are watching my webinar and you are checking your platform too and there are some assets showing signals, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I would be more than happy to try trading on those assets for you. Also, we'll make a couple of trades practicing by using the risk-free deals. Okay, so composite index, we had an upward trend. Let's see how this goes. As of now, our trade in the asset that we selected, Brent, is still not very positive. Let's see how these two trades go, and then we will try some more trades as well. In the meantime, let's find some signals. Okay, I have a signal here, but again, it is not a very stable market. Still, I will just try to make a trade in the downward direction and see how this goes. So there can be times, guys, where the trade is not very positive. But yes, there are also times where the trade is strong, where the market is stronger and it can go positive. Okay, so strategies actually guide us to understand this the what we can say, the condition of the market. But again, it's we who has to predict, and we who has to understand what exactly the strategies, what exactly the trade should be made. So right now we lost one trade, okay, of $5. We still have two active trades. So yes, since one trade is lost, we follow the martingale formula here. Now what we do, we try to recover our $5 that we lost, so that we are in a profitable situation. So we double up the amount of our trade, and then we make this trade, right? So let's check some more assets and see how this works. Any suggestions, guys? Is this clear to you? Any suggestions about any assets you want me to try? Even if you are doubtful, that might be this is a signal. If you're doubtful, we can still try, guys. We can still make trades for you. Okay, so feel free to drop in your comments, and let me try things, and let me do it for you. So if you have any queries, any concerns, drop in your comments, guys. The more you talk, the more we talk, the better clarification we have. Now here the yellow line has intersected, and it is somewhere giving a downward trend. So let's see how this goes. Right now, okay, so the risk-free deal, we just lost it for a couple of seconds, but again our money is still safe. So Brent is positive. Brent is giving some signals. We do not find more signals in other assets, but yes, Brent has been giving us signals. So right now it's there. Let's see how the other assets are performing, guys, and drop in your comments regarding other assets over here. Okay, so here we might have a signal where you see the yellow line is intersecting the blue line, and it might be a downward trend, guys. So this is something that we can try, but let's wait for the next candle. In the meantime, find some more assets together so that you're able to trade more. No, we do not have a signal here. Also, the entry point, as soon as you see the intersection, as soon as you see the lines reacting and the candle starts, that is your entry point. I wouldn't recommend trying to enter the trade maybe in the last 11 seconds, 20 seconds. That is not something which I normally recommend, because again, the market can fluctuate, the next candle can fluctuate, right? So let's see what happened to our trades. This trade is still positive, but we have more to recover because we lost the previous trade. So yes, let's find some assets that would help us recover our losses at the moment. The thing is, over here also, if you see, we have a signal, but it is not a stable signal, guys. It's been red, green, red, green. What I want is that we have trend. For example, here there was a slight intersection and we had an upward trend, but right now it's too late because the intersection has been long back. This might give us a downward signal in the nearing future, maybe a couple of minutes down the line. So as of now, we have made 5 trades, and mostly 3 of them have been positive. As of now, the third one is positive. 6 trades we made, 2 has not been in our favor, and 1 is a no profit, no loss trade. Right, so we will try to make some more trades. Now here I am seeing a downward trend, guys. Now let's try making this trade, making a downward trade here. Okay, and let's see how this goes. We have made a trade on Mahajantar index. We will make some more trades to understand the trend of the market. Any questions, guys, before we proceed and make some more trades? Do we have any questions in the comment section? Let me check. Hello, ma'am. Love from India. Thank you, Mr. Raja. Hello. Hi. I do not have any questions. Well, I don't know whether suddenly my way of explaining has improved and you guys understand all what I say, which is a good point, or is it that you are not comfortable asking questions? Well, do not worry, do not feel shy. Just drop in your questions and get your doubts clarified, guys. The more you talk, the more you discuss this, the better your doubts get clarified. Okay. So we have Mr. Mahakal who is saying, please, ma'am, give one confirmed trade. Mr. Mahakal, we are trading in a live market. How can I give you a confirmed trade? Can I trade 3 minutes? Well, yes, Mr. Aditi. If you trade, if your graph is for 1 minute, you can certainly double or triple the timing of the graph. So if it's a 1 minute graph, your trade can be for 2 or 3 minutes without any, without any second thought. So that's a good thing if you make that trade. Good evening, Mr. Manoj. So here we are having a signal. The yellow line has intersected. The blue line is giving a strong upward signal, and we can make a trade here. So, okay, so let's change our graph. Let's try this. So the Brent ended with a profit. The Brent trade ended with a profit, which is a good thing. Why? Because we recovered a couple of our trades, which is a good thing. Now we have basic dollar index, a trade going on in basic dollar index and then in Mahajantar index. But what is up with Mahajantar index? It's not moving, right? Okay, so so yes, it can be a profitable trade. And if we win these 3 trades, we are in good profit, guys, right? So let's find some more asset. Mr. Bittu Kumar, Hindi wala webinar. Mr. Kumar, Hindi wala webinars are mostly on Tuesdays and Thursdays on our Hindi channels. Okay, so you can certainly join those channels and you can attend the webinars there. Thank Manoj. Mr. Manoj says, I want always live. You are always good signal, good knowledge. Thank you, Mr. Manoj. It is you guys who motivate us, to come up with and discuss these things with you, which can help you also to improve your trading. And trust me, once you get the knack of this, you will also be trading the same way. Well, basic dollar index just flipped, guys. If you see, we were in green and it just flipped and it went downwards. Now we have our recovery for 2 trades because I am not, because it's a huge difference. So I am not very sure if basic dollar index would be able to recover it. Someone had left a comment that trade on trend. Okay. Well, here if you see, the yellow line intersected the blue line and then it started giving a downward trend. So this has been a downward trend. Now, here we are able to see that somewhere the blue line is showing some strength, and then there might be an intersection maybe in the next candle, and we will be able to, make an upward trend, and it can be an upward trend. So we will get back to the questions maybe after a couple of more trades. In the meantime, let's find some assets which are giving us a good signal. So Mahajantar index has suddenly started being in our favor. Let's hope that it gets better and we win that trade. So then we will have just little amount to recover, guys. Okay, so here is a signal. We are getting a signal over here where there is a the yellow momentum line is about to intersect the blue line, and blue line is showing a downward trend. So this can be a signal to open a downward trade, guys. So yes, we won the Mahajantar index trade. Which is a good thing. Now what we are going to do is we are just waiting for the next candle, and I want to make a trade here. I want to try making a trade here. Maybe I just don't want to risk it, so I might use my risk-free deal. Let's just wait 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay, so this is not stable, but we can certainly try using a risk-free deal. Let's just find some more assets. Let's trade a bit more. Let's try trading for some time. Now let's shift to our basic amount. Let's make an upward trend. I am making more trade. If you see, I'm making more trades here so that you are able to understand this, guys. But I would also suggest to you guys that when you are practicing, understand the previous, study the previous trend, okay? Study how the trend has been, whether it has been a flat kind of market, like here we have a trend, here we have a trend. But there are assets where there is only flat market, right? For example, here, this period has been a flat market. And if you see the graph, you can certainly make out it's been a flat market. So avoid such kind of situation. So right now we have two ongoing trades. Both of them are positive and both are with the help of Excel. Okay, so if this closes in profit, we are in good situation, guys, right? I hope I'm able to clarify. It's a very, very simple strategy, and I'm sure my friends will be able to use it after this webinar. So any comments? Let's in the meantime, by the time our trades end, let's just talk to our friends. Let's just take some comments and discuss few things. Okay, so I have comments. Mr. Dennis. I'm from Kenya and I see Euro USD asset was falling. Don't know the reason why. Can you explain? Well, Mr. Dennis, Euro USD might be it is the market trend, and that is why it you saw a downward trend. So yes, you think it was an upward trend, but again, it is a market which can fluctuate or which can be volatile, right? Okay, Ochai, what's your advice on how to stay consistent with winning trades? I find it hard to keep my profit all the time. Or is OLYMP TRADE platform different? Ochai, I would just recommend that for consistent and winning trades. Well, first of all, there can be days where you are winning most of your trades, and there can be days where you just win a couple of trades. So again, it all depends upon the market. It is not you or it is not OLYMP TRADE. It is the live market, Ocha. So what I would suggest is, sorry, if you are losing 3 trades on one asset in a row, okay, you have made 3 trades on a particular asset, for example, Asia Composite, you lost all the 3 trades, just either switch to other asset or take a break from trading for 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe you can just stop trading for that day and come back the next day. Because what happens is many times it is also a psychological thing. We think that we are trading, we are losing, but that impacts psychologically. So I would suggest that if you find such situation, you should certainly try to avoid trading on that asset or for that period of time. I hope it answers it. Ankit says, "Mera profit karwa do." Well, Ankit, I am here to talk to you about different strategies. Maybe these strategies help you earn better on the platform. So you can certainly try this and it can be better. So let's get back to see what our trades did to us. So, okay, we won both the trades, which is a good thing. So we recover our amount. Okay. So now we go back to our basic amount of $5 and we find some more assets. We have a signal here, guys. But the blue line has started falling weak and it might be a downward trend. So at the moment, I'm avoiding this situation. I am going to avoid this situation at the moment and we will find some other assets. Over here, I see a trade and maybe it is a trade in the downward direction. So we will certainly try on that. We'll come back to that asset. Okay. Okay, see, we have a signal here, but you remember the flat market I was talking about? Here you go. Red, green, red, green, green, red, green. So how? I mean, if I make a trade of 2 minutes over here, for down, maybe I make a 2 minutes over trade over here. By the time this candle ends, okay, I am going to lose my trade. So here we are getting a signal of a downward trend, right? But it flipped. So this is not a very stable asset at the moment, guys. This can be a downward trade. Let's just try to maybe risk it. I see a good downward trend here. I want to try this trade. Okay. So we have made good trades, guys. We have made huge number of trades, and we should certainly be, just give me a second by the time I load the platform again. So these are good number of trades made. We will make some couple of trades more, but but the only thing when I want to make trades is when I have interactions from you guys. Here it feels like only I am the one who is talking and you guys have no questions. Am I able to explain it to you that well that you have no questions at all? So let's make a downward trade here too and see how it goes. At the moment, yes, it's not in the favor, but now it is. So both the trades, both are positive, both at the moment are positive. Let's see how they close. Okay. So I hope that answers your question. And come up, guys, come up with queries, come up with more questions and discuss things. The more we talk, the better it gets for you. The Asia composite, right now, it has changed, but there might be a flip. So let's see how this goes. If not, then again, we go to a martingale. If this doesn't go in our favor, we will use martingale and we'll try to recover our amount. Okay. So again, just to brief you about the strategy, it is a very simple thing. Yellow line intersecting the blue line, and when the blue line showing the direction, blue line shows an upward direction, it's an upward trend. Blue line showing a downward direction, it is a downward trend. Okay, so here we have 16 seconds. We can still expect the candle to go down suddenly and we can win this trade, but if we don't, we will make a trade and we will try to recover it. Okay, so 5 seconds, I do not see the candle going down. So we might have to recover it and make another trade, guys. So let's find some asset which is giving us a good signal. Okay, so here we have a trend. We have a downward trend. So since we used a risk free, our money is safe. This trade we might win. So let's see how our next trade goes. Okay, we won this trade. So we have won $5 to recover at the moment that we lost. Okay, so let's find some signals, guys. Let's see how signals are working at the moment. I do not have signals. Come on, guys. Suggest me some assets. Suggest, are you checking any assets? Are you seeing any assets at the moment? Suggest me what assets are good and how do we trade here? Okay. Any assets you want me to suggest? In the meantime, let me check some comments. Dennis says, according to you, what is your best strategy to use? Dennis, personally, I mean, I love using AXEL. I love using triple rebound, Friday, Safari. So I have been trying many different strategies before I come to you guys with some particular strategies, and these strategies have really been good for me. I would suggest you can try them too. Manoj Bhai says, Madam, please knowledge next time Bollinger Band. This is my favorite. I profit always. Manoj, so certainly I'll make a note of that and we will try to come up with the next session of Bollinger Band. And I hope you join that session, right? So yes, we will be talking about it too. Let's find a couple of signals more, guys, and make trades. And then since it's a very simple strategy, I'm sure My friends who have so much knowledge of trading will be able to practice it. Just one suggestion, if you're not very sure about your trade, use the risk-free deals, guys. Okay, they are going to be helpful for you at that moment. So here we might have an upward trend, guys, but no, it now you see, if this intersects, there might be an upward trend. We can still try to make an upward trend here using our risk-free deal. We can try an upward trend, but if we win, that would be great. If not, our money is going to be safe. But why do we think that we won't? We should always be positive, right? And let's find a couple of trade more. See, this kind of situation is something that we are going to avoid. And yes, you can try trading in assets with lesser, or we can just move to currencies and see how currency pairs are working at the moment. I will just remove the funds that are in my favorites, and we'll see one by one how they're working. Any signals here? This might be an upward signal, Euro USD, and I think same would be with JPB USD. So yes, it has been a downward trend, and now it is giving an upward trend. So if if the next candle, if the next candle is red, and if this intersection takes place, if the blue line crosses, we'll make a trade. All right, so very simple. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it using it, because I am loving trading with this strategy. With Excel, I am able to see good success ratio, and that's why it's my recommendation to try this strategy to you guys. And next, maybe you can leave a feedback after trying this strategy, that yes, was it helpful, was it not helpful, and I would love to know that from you all. Okay, so let's just make 2 trades more for you guys, maybe 1 or 2, I'm not sure. It all depends upon the signals that I get. Okay, the last trade, March Antar Index, again positive, guys, and we recovered well today, right? I mean, I have people, right? Like I have few people who join all of my webinars, and they have seen me use different strategies, and I'm sure this strategy is something that they're experiencing is quite good. So here we might have an upward trend soon, and we'll make a trade upward direction. Let's move our value to basic amount. Always try to trade on shorter amount, guys, and try to keep your trade time at least double or triple of your graph time. Okay. Gold we will come back to. Okay, basic dollar index. Yes, I have a signal. I can make a trade, but I'm more. For me, the more signal is gold signal is something which I find is more reliable. Here it is not very stable. Over here, yes, there is an intersection of an upward trend, but not very positive about it. Okay, here we might have a downward trend in Mahajantar index now. So the candle that gave us positive is now gave us a positive signal, a positive result, might give us a positive result again. Okay, so it is still an upward trend, guys. So no, it just flipped. We are not making trade here. I think we have actually made enough trades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Almost 10 to 12 trades is what we have made, which is a good amount of trades. If you want, we can certainly try trading more and see how it goes. See how this works, guys. Have an upward trend here. We can certainly try to risk it. No, not with this risk free deal. Not here. Not here as well. Okay, let's just try and make a downward trend here, guys. Downward trade in this situation. And this is going to be my last trade. If this flips, if this goes, certainly I will try to trade more, and I would try to recover with by using the martingale. So yes, it flipped. We will have to find other assets. So here we are getting a signal of an upward trend. We are getting an upward trend here. We can make a trade in the upward direction and see how the asset performs. All right, so let's see what is our current trade in Brent. In Euro USD is a no profit, no. Okay, it is going profitable at the moment. So let's wait for this trade to end, and then I would take a leave for today, guys. But certainly I have recommendations from you guys about Bollinger Band, about talking in the next session about Bollinger Band and all. So yes, we will come up with more such webinars with more such strategies and discuss this with you, so that it is helpful for you to understand trading in a better way. All right. In the meantime, I would certainly want you to try these strategies the more you can. I would just take my last questions for today. Mr. Dennis has a question. Mr. Ochai says, I am on my, I have no risk-free trade because I'm on the advanced status. Mr. Ochai, try to take more trades. The more trades you take, you can move, go to the expert status, and you can have the risk-free trades available. Okay. I have lost this trade, but I will certainly try to recover this amount and try to make more trade. In the meantime, Dennis says, what is your favorite asset? Dennis, I do not have a favorite asset. I try to, keep changing assets, because what happens is, if I stick on this is my favorite asset and I'm losing money, I know I'm losing money, but still if I keep on using the same asset, I might have, maybe a negative impact of that thing. So what I do is, whatever assets I use, if I lose 3 trades in a particular asset, I change my asset. Okay. Understanding market, it took me some time. With time, with experience, things happen. All right. So guys, it's time for me to say goodbye to you. I will come back to you next week with some other strategy, and I hope to see you all present there. Thank you all for your valuable time here. May you have a great day ahead and a good time trading. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.